Oh my God, Bill. Do you see? Do you see? Pinch me. Is this real? Am I really here? Is
You're
J
here.
Bone?
You're here, J Bone.
Is J Bone back? J Bone's back.
Oh my goodness. Well, who would have thought we would have lived to see the day?
Oh, it's like the next best thing to the coming of Christ. I tell you, it's the lines are around down the block. The helicopters are overhead. CNN just like shut down because they just like somebody hacked them or something. Just I don't know what's going on. No, it's really not that big, but
It's huge, J Bone.
What's that, babe?
Wake up from your fantasy.
Oh, when she says "wake up from my fantasy," okay, it's all the heavy medication I've been taking.
Oh, there's that. Well, I know he was only there for the Impact 1000 celebration, J Bone, but since you weren't here for it, I think he's still in the back. Let's get words from the Deputy Director of Authority.
I can turn it on anytime, Pat.
Come on,
no problem.
Oh,
J
did I
Bone,
miss it?
you can
Did
turn
I
it on
miss
anytime.
Did I miss it, Bill? I missed it, didn't I? Oh man. No,
You can
I
turn
saw
on anytime.
He can. He really can. He really can. I missed some stuff from last week. I saw some clips. I just kind of, took myself out of everything over the last several weeks and just wasn't around for it. But
The bone is back.
yes.
Hashtag
the bone is
back.
And I may not be 1,000%, but I am here and I'm excited to be here. And Bill, you know where we are. We're on the road to Bound for Glory. We're on the road. We're on the road to nowhere.
And we'll be there, J Bone. We'll be there.
We're gonna be there. We
Chi
are gonna
Town.
be. We are boy, and they're a little birdie told me, Bill, is that they are rolling out the red carpet for TNI.
What?
Yeah.
A red carpet?
Yeah. As in a certain hotel called us up and said, "Hey, Bill and Bone, how would you like Whirlpool Suites for Bound for Glory weekend?" And what did we say, Bill? We said, "Hell yeah!"
You gotta say that. If you didn't say that, J Bone, come on.
It's good to
you'd
know
hear
some
it.
people.
Look at this dumbass.
All right. Well, he's on the cover of the video. I don't think we should wait any longer. And I literally found this out this afternoon. I was just happened to okay,
J-Bud.
if I'm gonna talk some wrestling tonight, I suppose I better, look at some headlines. And what do I find, Bill? What do I find?
Well, the people haven't heard this in weeks, J Bone, since you haven't been here. We got to play the jingle. It's jingle time.
It's jingle.
They're gonna have to wait.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, the one, the only, the J-Bones.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
Yes, just like angels singing. Thank you, Russo. Oh man, Bill, there's I don't know what's confirmed and what's no, I guess some of this actually is confirmed. I try not to think of dirt sheet news as confirmed, but it sounds like some of this is actually pretty legit. Sounds like we got some people leaving Impact Wrestling. Now, the ones for sure. Now, there's a couple that I'm not so sure about. We'll mention them too. It's you hear about it. Let's talk about it. So, number one, Sami Callihan. It sounds like he may be moving on to greener pastures. And it sucks because he's one of my favorites, man.
I think Sammy's. I think we all love Sammy around here. He's one of the staples of the company, and I know he's been forward about the free agent status coming up. So, but I wouldn't necessarily think that means he's gone though. I wouldn't assume at this point he's gone, because we got to look at what's Impact's schedule the rest of the year. Let's just say there's going to be a big break towards the end of the year.
Oh, so you're saying there's a slight possibility that he just wouldn't go overseas?
That's kind of how it looks like. If you're not doing the UK tour, you're really not part of the show until Hard to Kill.
Yeah, unless you film something in the States. There's always that possibility.
The unknown of that.
Yeah. I look at it like this. Ever since Mox and John Moxley, for those of you who don't know who Mox is, ever since those two started getting back together in the world of was that Pro Wrestling Revolver? That's Sammy's company.
Coming up, I'll be there. October, I think the 8th.
Nice.
In Dayton.
Nice. Ever since those two started hooking up again as a tag team, or Mox just being a part of the company, it seemed like they're, it was destined for bigger things on a bigger stage, hopefully. Now, of course, my fantasy booking in my head, I wanted to see the Switchblade conspiracy on Impact Television, on an Impact pay-per-view. I wanted to see Mox come over, have a tag match with Mox versus, at this point, I don't care. I just wanted to see it happen. And if that means that now we see that somewhere else, if that means that Callihan is going to go off to other pastures and be a tag team partner, a brother in crime, if you will, to John Moxley somewhere else on another network, so to speak, well, then so be it. I'm still gonna watch. I'm still gonna cheer him on. I think it's still awesome. Am I gonna miss him on Impact? Yeah, man. Ever since he stepped foot in 2017, Bill?
Oh, it's been a while. Yeah.
Jeez. So much has happened in the company since then. I mean, we even had, Pentagon Jr. as a world champion, for crying out loud. Way back then. That's crazy. So nonetheless, let's, let us know in the chat. What do you think about Sami Callihan, possibly leaving for greener pastures? Nothing's set in stone, I think, until you see him on another TV screen. So we'll
I just can't imagine. Like, I just don't think, obviously we know he had issues with one company. That's why he showed up in Impact. Being there. And then that other company, he's good friends with Moxley, and maybe they could do something for like a week or two. But I just don't see. You see what happens to people. Ask Ty about all these other.
You don't think it'd be long term?
I can't imagine they'd be on TV long term. over there. Now,
Okay.
I know he obviously with Revolver, a lot of backstage presence. If that's more what he wants to do, that could be a possibility at either company, I would think. If he wants to be more of a backstage guy and occasionally on camera, but I just can't see him getting what he gets in Impact Wrestling for on camera, unless he wants to slow it down and just do more Revolver stuff. So, but once again, I still find it hard to believe because he's been such a key to this company. I think if he was going out the door, Impact, like with certain individuals, as we know with Yuya, as we'll probably mention shortly, I think they'd make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
And this would be something where just leaving without really even being acknowledged. And I just don't see that happening. So I think this could be like a Jordan Grace break return.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because remember, Jordan Grace was gone. That's all we heard. Gone. But she wasn't. She was actually re-signed for most of that time.
Yeah, and probably just taking a break and evaluating what her future is going to be. She's done a lot since the pandemic, you know. But let's switch gears for a moment before we jump into a few other names here across the news scheme of things, and let's say thank you to one Bell's boy here for the $20 tip, who says, "Good evening. So TK could buy New Japan."
Sorry, J-Bo. I had to laugh.
No, that is humorous. I've heard that rumor too, and a lot of people are.
I believe that was just somebody on Reddit spread that, and then like Dirt Sheets picked it up as real news, which is kind of amusing.
I don't know. Here's the funny part. TK's not denying it. That's the funny part.
Oh no, he's playing into it.
Oh,
totally. That's what just kind of makes it more sickening. But
yeah, it's like, wait, what? And so
like if I'm New Japan, like those. Remember, this is the company that had a vendetta against Impact Wrestling for a long time because of how certain guys got used, and now a possible guy's acting like he could buy them. I don't know if they're going to take kindly to those type of gestures, but
yeah,
who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
They take stuff pretty personal over there.
Yeah. The Bell's boy continues here. Adam Cole is injured again. Yeah, sad to say. Jade Cargill's in the WWE. Impact could lose PCO, Heath, Sammy, and Deanna, but who cares right now? Because J-Bone's back, people. All is right with the world again.
And once again, I know this was like on the Discord. Where has new Deanna news come from? Because all of a sudden people are still acting like she's still signed through like the rest of the year. And I've heard nothing about her leaving anywhere. So like, I feel like Trinity's contract's up at the same time or sooner, but nobody's talking about that, but they're talking about Deanna. I have no clue.
I don't know. I think that's all it is someone said that Deanna's contract is up at the end of the year. And just because we're creeping into October already, the end of the year comes pretty darn quick. So, you know, if things aren't lining up pretty soon, and you know, who knows if she's going to be on the I don't know who's been confirmed for the UK tour or whatever.
Well, Deanna's on there. Trinity was just added to there.
Okay, so that's a good sign.
Oh yeah, well that's a good sign, but Deanna's on there too. A good sign. I just don't know why it feels like it's more like when Deanna's like how she fares in matches. I think gets people all riled up.
Yeah.
Supposedly dirt sheet people say things.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. Who knows?
Right. Yeah. That's
really
why I always say,
sheets.
you know, take it with a grain of salt. We'll see what happens, you know, until it's officially confirmed by said parties.
You're not getting
PCO's
clicks. You talk about someone's contract.
You're right. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Just talk about somebody's contract and it's the cooler water. It's the cooler water discussions. Or like we would say in Wisconsin, the bubbler talk. PCO is another name that's come up. And so I've heard pros as in he's staying. I've heard cons as in though he's going. I don't know. You know, I mean, he's really PCO ever since the whole
Bell's
thing.
boy. That is incorrect. Mike Johnson confirmed what a outlet in Canada said. And there is believability in that because the guy that put that story out about PCO leaving, I actually ran into him up in Canada at one of the shows. And he actually came over to me and was like, it was for an earlier show when PCO was out with injury. And he said, "Oh, PCO just wanted to say hi and let you know he'll be back. Like he was out for now, but he was coming back in like a couple months."
Oh, so, that was Lewis, right?
No. This is a different guy up in Canada. There's more than one person in Canada, J-Bo.
Oh, wait, there's more than one person.
So,
but that's another guy
that's a reliable source that talks to PCO. So that I believe, but it seems like that story's even evolving as we speak. So
yeah, who knows? But PCO is just one that you want to talk about a guy, even at his age, putting 1,000% into every match for the fans. Jeez Louise.
But it took a toll on him this year, though. Like he was out he got slowed down a little bit.
Oh, no doubt. Like when we met him in Chicago, my God, jeez Louise. You know, going through a table and everything. And then here we are talking to him 5 minutes later. And I felt a little bad. I'm like, you know, posing for a picture with the guy. I'm like, can you put your hands around my neck? I think it looked kind of cool. And he's like, oh, yeah.
We have to thank the TNI fam, J-Bone, because like Antonio Baker here is he's doing our advertising for us. Hit the like button and subscribe.
Yes,
so, might as well. Listen to Antonio.
Yes, thank you, Antonio. So yeah, we don't know what's going on. It's coming towards the end of the year. The tour's getting crazy. Bound for Glory's happening, and apparently,
like I said, the way they're doing the schedule with the UK tour and not really doing the normal city stops to end the year, I think throws a little bit. I know there was those stories that came out that Impact still like paying stuff and all like that. But if you're not having actual dates to go to, and if contracts are up around those times, that does put a lot of the talent in a limbo situation where I wouldn't necessarily jump at what's happening with a lot of them. Like I said, I think I don't know how this is going to work. I don't even know if Impact knows how this is going to work. Because they're definitely doing something new to end this year. Like I'm still gonna be very invested in what's gonna happen with the TV product towards the end of the year.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And Gut Check just got announced, so they're gonna be bringing back. It's almost like what happened behind you there. We got the British boot camp. It's Gut Check. So
yeah. And we'll get into that in a second. But hold on, Bell's boy. He's actually referring to. I didn't know the name of the guy off the top of my head, so I appreciate that, Bell's boy.
Oh, okay.
But PCO told Paula Parade of TVA Sports that he told Impact. So he's the one that reported about his contract expiring and he was going to be leaving. That he told Impact he wanted more money and more creative control over his character, supposedly. So that's kind of.
Oh, okay. So
that's where it currently stands.
Who knows? I mean, this is a guy who's thinking about the latter part of his career too. He's trying to get paid.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure he has whatever it is, at most a couple year plan. I would imagine.
Sure. So, but yeah, we'll see. I don't want to drag that out forever, but those are certainly some names that are big in the news right now. And all we can do is see what happens and enjoy what it is. You know, if we saw Sammy's last match in a BTI tonight, which I'd be shocked to think that it's a match against nothing against Taurus and Laredo Kid, but it's like, I don't know. But anyways, what else? So yeah, gut checks happening. Excited about that.
UK gut check.
Yeah, UK gut check. So definitely going to see some fresh faces being involved in that. And maybe some new names signed. Who knows? It's
Would be a bad idea.
Some gut checks have been really good for the company. Some haven't been so hot. Speaking of gut check winners, I do want to say congratulations to Jason Hotch, who's taking a little time away from TV on the road because he's got a new little baby. So congratulations. That's awesome to him and mother, of course.
There you go.
We'll have to send him a basket or something from the TNI fam.
A fruit basket? A fruit basket?
Fruit.
Or a basket of bones.
A basket? What? My kid sounds like some kind of Halloween shit. No, I was.
Well, we could go with a basket of lollipops. That used to be your gimmick, J-Bone.
Oh yeah. Bust out the lollipops. No, not tonight. Maybe like a edible basket of cookies. That was a very popular thing around here for several years. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Realine, for the.
Yes, and that weren't the only bits. I did notice there were some other bits in the chat as well.
Oh, okay.
From Daniel. Thank you, Daniel, as well.
Daniel William Clark. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the bits.
Get those emojis out there. And Rayline, and I think there's even one at the top of the show.
Oh, you know what? Yes. Good call there, J-Bone.
Tip from
get that up there too.
Heel Trey. He says no coach. He says no coach.
I was just about to hit the coach.
Yeah, so just play anything random for him.
Anything random.
Jiminy Christmas.
There we go. Wow.
On a Bone Returns night.
On a Bone Returns night, we see the mullet of all mullets. You're welcome. Speaking of mullets, my son is actually talking about growing out his hair. Whoa. And yeah. I was like, wild. Hey. I'm like the Bone Man's mullet was, a thing of fame back in the day.
Fame.
That mullet broke hearts around southeastern Wisconsin. Let me tell you. They all
drugs, man, drugs.
Right. You shush over there. She says, drugs, man, drugs. Oh, Eddie. Thank you for the tip. He says, tacos on me tonight.
Oh, thank you, Eddie.
Nice. Justin says, no, the case of Dillas.
Oh, the Dillas.
We love those cases of Dillas, don't we? We love those.
Oh, we
see you in Chicago. Eddie, 3 weeks, man. I hope you're stoked, man. We're going to blow the roof off that town. Too stoked.
It's going to be wild.
Oh, yeah. We are very excited. Hot tubs and hot times. Oof.
Hot tubs and hot times. Oh, baby.
We might have to fire that Patreon back up and do some hot tub party time.
Oh, it's getting a little too crazy.
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
No. Maybe on Twitch. They like hot tub stuff on Twitch.
Oh, is that a thing on Twitch?
But
hot
not
tubs?
with us. Not with us.
No. Is there hoskies and tubs on the Twitch?
There was. I don't know if that's still a big thing. It was like, if that feels like during the pandemic, but I don't know if it still is.
Oh God.
I may or may not have a hot tub.
Eddie wants to jump in the hot tub. Oh God.
Think if we were doing Impact reviews in the hot tub, J-Bone.
Oh man.
That would Impact in the hot tub.
That would shoot us to the damn moon. Let's talk about this broke. This is official. Like I said, everyone, at the end of the live reaction, keep an eye on the socials because they're gonna make this official within moments. And sure enough, here it is, folks. Dream match among all dream matches right here. X Division Championship. Chris Sabin versus Kenta coming over from New Japan. Look at that visual. That is amazing.
That's nice.
That is something. Can't wait. The return of Kenta. Right, when he showed up in Impact several months ago, it was like, he didn't stick around very long.
No, it was brief. But that's when kind of like we were having the different Bullet Club members kind of come in and out. And he was kind of the last one.
Yeah.
But then he did do he did the multiverse stuff. So he was in and out.
Yeah. Justin says, "Don't tease me with an after dark, damn it."
Don't you tease.
And a post Bound for Glory after dark in the hot tub. Oh my God, Bill.
Oh.
YouTube would never be the same. The channel would never be the same.
Oh, and I do have to thank Eli in the chat because I was watching it all day. The IPWF show in Toronto in November was going to go on sale today, and it didn't go on sale until about, as he said in the chat, a half hour ago. So just as we were getting ready to go live here, it just went for sale. So that's what I was just doing. I have now confirmed my ticket. So I am now confirmed for the IPWF November 11th.
Oh, nice. That's up in Canada, eh?
Yeah, that's at the Battle Arts Academy. So I am confirmed. And if people may have noticed, I was out there. After they announced that they were talking about it on the socials, I put it out there. Can't wait to see the first title defense of the next next generation champion, Johnny Swinger. And he's got a list. He's making a list. Forget that other guy that was famous for wrestling for a list. He's making a list of the top 10 contenders. So stay tuned.
You mean that other guy in Canada that was famous for a list?
That guy.
The guy from Winnipeg?
That guy.
Oh man. This is I gotta point this out. This is this is interesting right here. after the X Division title match, Cult of Personality plays. I don't know about that, but maybe.
Maybe. Oh, J-Bone. Put it in there.
Our world is. Didn't they say that after Bound for Glory, our world is going to change?
They did again.
But now, did they say that after all the free agents were announced?
That
Because
was around the time. Yeah.
Because honestly, it's too early for any of those free agents to show up. The ones that were just let go.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's someone from NXT, might get a couple faces from there. But if you're going to talk about someone that would absolutely change the face of the company, that free agent would be someone who's a Second City Saint. But I digress. Anything else news-wise you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think the big stuff. We can go over more as we go through the review. If anyone wants to touch on some other topics. Yeah, I know our very own Bully Ray was endorsing the idea to bring him in, but I don't know. I don't know about that. If you want to do like a one-off or something for the locals, maybe I can support that.
Could be. So, yeah, lots of. He's quite the polarizing figure. He's definitely getting some chats going here. So yeah, lots happen in the world of wrestling. New faces to come, old faces maybe possibly sadly departing. Bound for Glory is just around the corner. It's a fun time in wrestling. You can't deny that. It's never boring. All right, let's talk about tonight's Impact Wrestling for a while. Probably the least amount of notes I ever took. Didn't even fill up a full page just because I'm still getting back into the swing of things. And it's not that I don't give a shit. It's just, it's like, oh crap, I suppose I should take notes. Here I am like 20 minutes into the show. I was like, oops.
Wait, did you say swing of things?
You guys swing?
Yeah. Hey. We love that guy. Let's talk about. I went back because I missed it right before I went live for the live reaction, but I went back and I watched it on the BTI. Was the Intel, the Iceman Intel?
Oh,
he's talking about someone's coming after Trinity, and he doesn't. He's trying to figure out who it is, but someone's zeroing in on Trinity. He doesn't know if it's someone completely new to the company. He doesn't know if it's a veteran presence that's coming back or someone on the roster right now. But what he's just saying is, Trinity, you better watch your back. And considering we're coming up and Bound for Glory, well, we pretty much know what's going to happen at Bound for Glory, but there could be a bigger picture here.
all right.
So it was revealed during the show, and we could talk more about this later too. But Mickie James wants to face Trinity at Bound for Glory. And it sounds like it's going to happen. And it sounds like
Hardcore country.
Yeah, that's right. It's some hardcore country. Cue the guitar solo, Bison.
Oh, he's soloing all over right now.
He loves that guitar solo. But and this is a match that we've wanted for a long time, and we've wanted it for a long time too, dating back to when they were both in the WWE. Just didn't have a chance to do it, or maybe they had a tag match, or maybe, just nothing on a big stage. So now they're finally getting the chance to do this, and I think it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
it's just a matter of time. What do you think about it?
Oh no, I think it's cool because obviously we've been saying for a while we were just waiting for the return of Mickey, and like I said, like at the events, like she was on all the new all the new stand-up displays that were there. Like so it's like, all right, they must be confident she's sticking around, but yet she wasn't there that whole time. So it was just a matter of waiting. So
still on the promotional material, but yeah.
So now that she's back, and I think obviously that's a match you gotta have. Like that's one of them that are out there. Obviously after Impact 1000, it got teased even more. Like we need the Deanna versus Gail Kim, and then hopefully if that match does happen, it'll put to rest all the rumors of Deanna leaving, because if Gail puts Deanna over, she ain't going anywhere. So.
Oh, that could be. But I did notice I didn't catch the whole episode. Like I said last week, I only caught some clips of the 100. I'll sit down.
You just watched the beautiful people entrance.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I watched that
a few times.
Couple times. Yeah. So something about pigeons was ringing a bell.
Classic J-Bone.
I never did like the beautiful people until they, until they hit the ring. That's the only time I liked them. But anyways, there's a picture that hit the social medias, and it's when team, whoever was the captain of the team, I don't know, it was Trinity's team or whoever, and they all raised their hand in victory, and there's Hardcore Country herself, Mickie James, looking up at the title being held by Trinity.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely that was the sign that we were going to get this matchup in the future. Her taking a look at that belt and kind of giving I want me some of that. What J-Bone says during many an entrance. But yes, that's
what?
What?
I never, Bill. No. I'm a good boy.
Good bone.
Yep. Just a good old bone.
Somewhere.
So yeah. Lots sounds like lots of people coming for Trinity. Watch your back, Trinity. We kick off the episode itself.
Wait, before we get to that, J-Bone,
okay.
I did notice, because we didn't say this during the news, but we got those Hall of Fame announcements, and it is officially out there who will induct the Hall of Famers at Bound for Glory, J-Bone.
Oh yeah.
You got the coach with we'll be inducting Mike Tenay and Don West, and then Gail Kim because we were just talking about Gail Kim, so it reminded me of that. So Gail Kim will be inducting Tracy Brooks.
Yeah. Now those are the only names on the list, right?
Oh yeah, which is more than there's never been more than one act. But I think that's it. I think they've gone from one act to two acts,
which is
the most ever.
We've been saying that for years on this podcast. That especially Trent. Trent's been big on they should do They should do, 1 star, 1 knockout, 1 tag team, and then 1 X division guy, and it's not much.
I wouldn't go that far. I just think the 1 act was limiting. Like, I probably max it at maybe 3 max.
Yeah.
But no,
I love the chat. The chat's talking about how naughty we're going to be in Chicago. We're not going to be that naughty. It's just fun to speculate,
I don't know, J-Bone.
Bill's like, "Oh, speak for yourself."
Come on, J-Bone. It's Chicago. You never know.
Whew. Wow. All right, so we kick off the episode tonight, and this is someone from the Feast or Fired who won a briefcase, right?
Yeah.
Or no, my.
Oh well, there's results concerning that tonight, but the actual start of the show.
Yeah, I see. I made that was a mistake. That's Alan Angels, he didn't get a briefcase. He won the Ultimate X.
He won
right?
he won the Ultimate X, correct.
Okay, so he won the X, and he cashed in the X tonight, right?
To open the show, yes.
Right. So, and that was a little surprising. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a Bound for Glory match. But then little did I know we were getting Kenta,
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is. I'm not complaining. It's nice to get those kind of matches on TV too. It doesn't always have to be a pay-per-view. But Sabin versus Alan Angels for the X Division title. What'd you think?
Not bad. Obviously, it's Chris Sabin, 10-time X Division champion. So I wasn't thinking, and the crowd was not, the Memphis crowd was not giving a lot of love to Alan Angels. So they were definitely, the Hail Sabin chants were loud.
Okay.
So that was good to hear. But Alan Angels, obviously, he's very good in ring. But this is one because obviously we just had Kushida have the X for a while. So you don't want it to be like other companies where someone just carries a briefcase for like a calendar year. So sometimes cashing in this stuff's a little on the soon aspect because that's more normal. A lot of people would, like, as soon as you get a chance, they'd want it soon. They're not going to just hold it for months. So
yeah,
I think it's a little more realistic to have that difference.
Yeah. This is a fun match. And I was just kind of warming up, getting back into the swing of being live. So I didn't, I caught the match, but I didn't catch the whole match, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I gotcha.
But Sabin does retain here. I don't think Alan Angels is done though. He seems, Alan Angels, I think ever since he left, the design is now more hungry than ever. Which is good. Mm-hmm. It's good to see.
Yeah.
He should want that title. That should be his main goal right now. This, in my opinion, should not just be a one and done. Granted, I know. Okay, so then after this match, they do the promo with Kenta coming to Bound for Glory.
The best go to sleep in the business.
Right.
The innovator.
Some say the only go to sleep in the business.
I dare say the only one worth doing.
Oh, Bill. Careful, we're going to be in Chicago. Well, So, I'll
wear my Mickey Gale shirt.
Mickey, wow. You're not looking to make any friends that night, are you? What if he shows up and you want to do like a high five and he looks at your shirt and then he just gives you a go to sleep of his own?
No, I think he went to sleep that day.
Oh, this is true. This is true. He may forget who that is. He may. Sadly. So then we learned that we're gonna do this one more time with Eddie and Kaz. They don't just want to do this on the sacred turf of their beloved trainer. Kaz says he's gonna go to Scott and arrange one more match for them to finally finish this. They're gonna finish this, Bill.
It will actually be finished.
What do you think they're gonna do for? I mean, I'm assuming this is gonna be Bound for Glory. What if this is gonna be one of those where they gotta come up with some kind of stipulation to end it all? What do you?
Tough to tell with them, because I know we've all been clamoring for a while. It would be nice to get a cage match again at some point. Or did they just wait to eventually do Lockdown again as a pay-per-view or an Impact Plus special? But that would be its own thing because they haven't done a separate cage match in a long time. But that would be a nice way to end it, maybe.
Cage match? How about a good old-fashioned Chicago street fight?
Ooh, street fight.
Or maybe a Chicago cowbell match. I don't know.
Chicago cowbell match.
Because God knows there's so many cowbells running around Chicago. No, I'm just being silly. But they'll come up with something. We'll see. But yeah,
it's that concrete jungle.
Concrete jungle. That is sure. You can call Chicago that. The Chicago Concrete Jungle fight. All right. Let's see. Then we get the ceremony for no more. This is just something. I'm sorry, Bill. It just doesn't roll off the tongue. This whole Joya thing. I just, I tried.
Can I get it, Joya?
I tried the choreography. I just run into walls. I trip over stuff. I stub my toe. It's not happening for me, Bill. It's not happening. What do you think about all this?
The choreography's easy, J-Bone. You can get it. The kids are doing it.
Bill, I'm not a kid anymore, damn it. I'm an old bone. I did choreography way back in the day. Back when, back when Ice Baby was on the radio and I would do choreographies at during dances to when the song came on. And we would just thing. we would clear the floor,
No, it's
stop, collaborate, and listen. The Bone is back with a brand new edition.
Oh my God.
There you go. Dr. Gerbs does it every day before work. Justice for Yuya.
Justice for Yuya. No, and I figured it was going to come up at some point. As far as his tour of, the U.S. being done, I don't know exactly how long he's been with Impact. I just wish that Zach Boniford, J-Bone dancing like K-Quick. Hell yeah, you know it, baby. They just didn't seem to get going on anything for him until the last minute. I don't know why. He was involved in some fun matches, multi-man matches, but then it was always.
What I got out of this in the end was, it appears that Impact was a little surprised by, I think they were not expecting the departure when it happened. Like, I think it was earlier than expected. I think they pulled him back quicker because, like, Joe obviously put the work in for this gimmick. And, like, you wouldn't do that with a guy that you knew would be gone within, like, a month or two of it.
Right.
So I think they were caught a little off guard with it because it was a good gimmick. So, but hey, if that helped get him the push he's going to get in which was always the end result here. It was going to result in his push in New Japan. So if that resulted in a little quicker, still, we referenced it earlier. New Japan did not like there's still harbors of resentment over the Okada stuff way back when in TNA. So if this helps erase some of that, then that's only positive.
Yeah. But Bayer's always trying to keep me, like, you know, right in tune with every little thing that goes on. Mayor, I didn't give a rat's ass on half of my note taking tonight. So if I skip over stuff, it's not because I don't care what happens in the show. Actually, it is because I still kind of feel like crap. But
well, yeah, I'll hit that.
Go.
I'll hit that in a second.
Yeah, that's fine. You go. Yeah,
but,
if I miss something, go ahead.
But I gotta give your nephew here, Paul. He get
Paul.
Uncle doesn't know about ET, so why should he get Joya?
Damn, Paul.
And I gotta bring it back for one night only, at least. Paul, you get the J-Bone machine gun.
Drunk on one can of Milwaukee's best. I love
but
that
yes,
one.
Just the rein it back a little bit. There was the Alex Shelley just saying how he's the face of the company, but in an upcoming match against Josh Alexander, obviously, and that Rhino. And we were talking about Gut Check earlier. I thought you were going to say that before we even started when you mentioned Gut Check, because Jack Price, who was the co-winner with Jason Hodge this year, was in the match against Rhino, where Rhino was victorious.
Right.
And then, but the big thing after that, obviously, is afterwards, Macklin attacks Rhino. And then, obviously, Macklin gets out of there before eating a big gore. But obviously, they're leading in, like Macklin's now feuding with the War Machine.
Which I like. I'm good with that. You know, they're both back healthy. Why not?
Yeah. And Rhino also going over to the UK. He was confirmed in the last week or so.
Who is?
Rhino.
Oh, nice.
But I think Rhino may have taken Tommy Dreamer's spot because he's also confirmed recently that he's now doing producing Backstage.
Oh, could be. I love our chat. J-Bone joins the Bang Bang Club. What?
That's very J-Bone.
That is. It is. Let's see what else.
Before the goodbye ceremony for Yuya, Tasha Steele's backstage, being approached by Deanna, the great one, about forming an alliance, because we know the New Jersey girls have a connection.
Oh, totally. Yeah. That was. Yeah, it's great to see Tasha back because she returned at the episode 100. I forget which night.
Or 1000.
I said, my, yeah, see, it's too much medicine or lack thereof. Yeah, 1,000. My bad, Bill. It's too many Christmas.
Yeah, episode 100. It's like we've done over 100 episodes, J-Bone.
This is true. This is true. Right. David Valentine, J-Bone's the newest member of Right to Censor. What?
Oh, J-Bone.
Sound the sirens. Oh my God. No. So yeah, I don't know when they're gonna tag up or team up or whatever. Probably something next week, I'm guessing. But then back to the Joya stuff, and then the Rascalz are like, they don't want to match because they're afraid. Of course, they're afraid they're gonna lose their titles in some kind of dumb luck by Joya. But then good old Santino Marella is like, no, it's not. The titles aren't on the line, but still want an opportunity to kick their ass, So there you go. So yeah, so we get the match between Joya and the Rascalz. No title on the line, and but he throws in a stipulation. So you're saying there's a chance. They're saying there's a chance if Joya wins, Yuya keeps his job.
What?
First time ever is this okay? They said this several times during this match. This couldn't have been like the first time ever in wrestling where something like this happened. Where somebody was gonna like lose their job, they get a last opportunity to kick some ass in the ring, and if they win,
like there's been feast or fired winners that came back in other ways, but a technical match to keep the job, don't fire Eric type stuff, but not really.
Pretty sure,
like technically yes, but not really.
I'm pretty sure Shawn Michaels even had a match like that at some point in his.
Well, I think they were just referring to Impact. Just Impact.
I know, but they made it sound like it was like in wrestling ever.
You don't see this? This is unheard of, J-Bone.
This doesn't happen. This is wrestling. We come up with new shit every week. But it's like, well, whatever. So Joya loses, Rascalz win, and we say goodbye to Yuya. Do I think he's going to return someday? Yeah, and I just hope.
What? There's only one word, J-Bone. Champion.
Oh, champion. Yes. Future champion. Yes.
Well, he'll return as a champion.
Oh, as a champ. Oh, so you're saying he's going to come back with a New Japan title around his waist already?
Maybe.
Oh. Could be. And then defend that title on Impact Television? Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, yeah, and he is really he is quite the talent. I just don't feel like we got to see the full potential, but there's time. I'd like to think that there's plenty of time down the line. Zach Bonifer, let's not make him the new Suicide. No, let's not.
People want J-Bone. Let's try it. Let's get a final Joya for the TNI fan.
Joya, you want me to do this?
Let's do it, J-Bone. You can do it.
What do they do? They go, and then they go like this, and then the hands up.
Oh yeah.
And then hey, Macarena.
No, come on, J-Bone.
No, that's not part of it. No. Oh, I'm sorry. My wife even looked at me like, "What the hell?"
What? Wax on, wax off? Paint the fence?
Paint the fence. Fuck. Y'all need Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next here? We got the design Diener says they will rebuild. They will rebuild. And they're going to build this foundation on the shoulders of Khan, or said something to that effect.
Well, and also Gia Miller was with Gisele backstage because that their main event tonight, her and Trinity.
Oh, yes.
Yes. That she'll get that title shot at Bound for Glory. So
Gia Miller gets no respect.
Gets no respect here. And how about Gia in the white jumpsuit, shades of the King? Oh, they wore at Graceland.
In Memphis, well, they say, when in Memphis.
Because it really is it's in the Graceland complex there. So you have the house across the street, and you have kind of all the museums and stuff, like kind of right connected to the venue.
Oh, is it that close? Really?
Oh, yeah. It's right there.
Oh, wow.
I was looking at the pink Cadillac right before I went in.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, it's, Diener wants to keep this going. I don't, he was talking. I mean, it was a good promo, how he talked about, Eric Young and Sami Callihan, and such. If they really wanted to get some heel heat on it, you could say something to the effect that he drove Callahan out of the company, or maybe that'll be one they'll do down the road soon enough with all this news about Callahan. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're going to have to, I think they definitely need to switch up some stuff in the design. If the design's going to be sticking around, they're going to have to add something. They're going to have to really give it another level. Because right now, they're kind of paddling out in the water right now.
Yeah,
they have one oar and they're going in a circle. They need some direction.
And I love Khan. I love the fact that he's a part of Impact Wrestling now. So
but
now Khan
getting some of the biggest heat in the company right now. Memphis didn't like themselves some Diener.
Yeah. Well, that's good, and that's good.
That's very good. I don't even think he knew why he was getting such a visceral reaction.
He's such a good guy, Diener.
He is.
If you knew how good of a guy Diener was, behind the scenes and what he does for communities in his town and schools and does stuff for the kids, and man, you'd be like, how is this guy one of the top heels of the company? It's crazy. But it's proof positive. You can still do it, you can still pull it off. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's and it's not that I don't like him or like Khan. They just something needs they need to shake things up. Something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Dreamer and Heath versus Kenny King and Sheldon James. What'd you think of Dreamer and Heath versus Kenny and Sheldon?
Oh, I'm loving this. I can't get enough of the DMC. And Heath, come on. Oh, baby.
Former DMC.
Well, the current DMC.
Oh, okay. All right.
Tommy Dreamer.
Because it was cool when Sheldon would go DMC.
Well, I got to keep it going now for TD. TD with the DMC.
He's not that cool to be walking around cool.
Oh.
If Heath starts the whole DMC, with the shades on. Oh, baby! What? Come on. No, I do love Heath and Dreamer together. It's good stuff.
Yeah, and obviously based on how he won the title and all, it makes sense for them to kind of be joining up here. So no, that good fun. In the old Memphis street fight.
That's right. It was a Memphis street fight. Yeah, they had some tables going on, and
Oh, got to get the tables.
The Dreamer. What do they call that? The Dreamer driver through the table through the table. That was good. Dreamer and Heath come out on top here.
Oh, but then afterwards, Jabo.
Oh yeah.
Who knew Tommy was on the menu?
Oh. Keep going.
I think because obviously, well, Crazy Steve comes out with his briefcase.
Oh, that's right.
He goes up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I missed.
And he attacks Tommy. And he proclaims it his new beginning. I
was so shocked. I forgot to add that to my notes.
I was so shocked. Oh yeah, and that's actually the Spicoli driver, Louis Spicoli reference. Yeah, and no face paint. We're getting this different version of Steve.
Yeah, like I didn't even recognize. I'm like, who is that? I didn't know
who is that.
Until it's not seriously like if he had his face all like caked up with with paint and and his hair kind of like sticking out, whatever. I know exactly who it is, but I didn't. He's almost unrecognizable without crazy. But yeah, I'm very excited because he's getting a fresh start. I don't know what all they're gonna do, but I love his entrance. I love his mask, and I just hope it's big things coming for Crazy Steve. Yeah. He deserves it.
Oh yeah, like obviously they've done a lot of stuff with, but as we saw with Yuya, sometimes things change, and even if your plans are there, they don't come to fruition. But yeah. I think with Steve, they got big plans for Steve.
It's perfect.
Absolutely perfect.
It is. Mike Bailey versus Gresham.
Oh, right before that, we get Ace and Bay talking about the Rascalz.
Oh, backstage.
Skyler. Okay. Yeah, backstage. And we get Skyler. That's Skyler. And he mentions the fans' revenge strap match. Hotch is not around. They actually reference about the baby. And then there's like, well, that's fine. Next, find a partner. So it's going to be Skyler and somebody versus the ABC in a strap match.
Oh. Yeah, I missed part of that, but I did see their backstage.
You saw commotion. You saw things going on.
Something happened with some guys with the faces. Yeah. And then we had Mike Bailey and Gresham. Now, this was shocking. So when I was watching this on the live review, I had a momentary, stroke and forgot that Bailey was going to face Ospreay.
Will Ospreay.
And I was like, well, why are these two facing each other? That's kind of weird. And then it was, I remembered it's a tune-up match for Will Ospreay. It's like, oh, okay. And then someone in the chat goes, there's absolutely no way Speedball Bailey's going to lose, considering he's going into Bound for Glory facing Will Ospreay. And I said, well, just wait. Never assume, because it could be one of those things where even though it's short and sweet. We got a few weeks between now and Bound for Glory. What if Bailey has a few matches but loses every single one leading up to Bound for Glory, which creates a dissension in his own mind, and now he has to face one of the greatest in the industry now.
Well,
and
you could use that, but there's always, if there's shenanigans, you can always lose.
Yeah.
And there were shenanigans in this match.
Yeah. Unexpected.
No honor.
I mean,
no honor in this match.
No honor from Gresham. Yeah. Well, it started out with honor, but didn't end with.
There was honor at the beginning, but didn't end with honor.
Right. And that kind of goes back to this little thing that's been teased here and there with Gresham being, kind of disenchanted with the way things are going on and being upset here and there. And this might be part of that. Like they're going to quietly keep that storyline going, maybe.
Yeah, well, they could. Because obviously these guys have been putting on matches and then tag team for a while. So, yeah. I'm with you.
So, but very interesting. Yeah. So Gresham, nothing. Once again, these guys, fight forever. Crowd's chanting. These guys could fight forever. People are never going to get sick of this.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're just so damn good.
Yeah, obviously they're not going to be done. This is after that ending. There'll be more to come, I'm sure.
I think they are going to continue it, but I don't think they're going to continue it immediately, just given what is coming up for Speedball.
Well, post.
Yeah. This is something you can easily pick up post pay-per-view, because obviously Ospreay isn't going to stick around. Well, they did announce him for the Fallout, so he is going to be around for at least a couple weeks or one of the.
And he's at at least one or two of the UK shows. So
okay, and so so they're gonna do something more with him, which is great. It's not just a one and done. For someone that good, you want to keep him around at least for a few weeks. So that's good to see. It's just interesting because back when TNA did a lot more UK stuff, some of the names that are just absolutely massive right now were not so big back then.
Well, that's always how the wrestling goes, because everyone will look back with these rose-colored glasses, but when all this stuff was going on, no one acknowledges what it is. They wait till after these people are like, "Oh my gosh, you had such great talent! How did you let these guys slip through your fingers?" But yet there were people complaining about all those people back then. So
hindsight's always 2020.
But that's one of the things where, like, the hidden gems and all on Impact Plus, because they you will, but a lot of times you're not going to have the platform for a lot of these guys, so you're only going to see them briefly.
Yeah.
So
we
go from there, J-Bone.
I know this is definitely one of your favorite segments on the night.
Because it's the man with the world championship briefcase, J-Bone. It's Moose.
Now this is interesting. Now, if you would have asked me, just by looking at, because I heard who won, but it didn't, all click when I was watching this. You put Moose and Meyer in a segment, and you tell me they won one of the briefcases, or there's a briefcase on TV being held by one of them, I'm not going to say it's the world title briefcase.
Well, because remember, you had 3 out of 4 briefcases won by guys in tag teams.
Right.
You had Chris Bay, and you had Yuya, and you had Moose.
And I forgot about that. Bay had won one, and that he won the tag team one. So now I see Moose on TV with Myers, and there's a briefcase, and I'm like, oh yeah, they won the tag team one. I'm like, wow, they are really. Oh wait,
No, sir.
that's not what's going on here. Oh, okay. Moose has the world title briefcase, and hey, Meyer is still in his corner. He's very excited for his friend.
Yeah, that was nice to see.
And he's going to get a tune-up match next week because it sounds like Moose is going to be turning this in sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and
if
he does,
because I like scumbags.
I'm telling you, Bill, if we get another one of these where Moose cashes in at the end of
I feel like it could happen.
Like at the end of Bound for Glory, and he, wipes out said winner, saying, what if it
Shelly
is
or Alexander?
Shelly or Alexander, either or. And it's just, oh man.
You'll see one guy popping out of his seat if that happens.
Oh, I'll bet. I would too. I'd love to see another championship reign out of Moose. I've really come to love Moose. I really have. He's evolved so well. His heel work is primo. And if you look back in wrestling history, there's probably very few people you could count on one hand that had now I'm just saying across the board in wrestling, which is of course includes WWE, because they had a briefcase thing too. You cash in the briefcase and boom, someone like Edge. And there's been a couple people throughout history that have done this and have been successful. Why can't Moose do this and be successful at it twice? It just pissed people off even more. It'd be great. I love it. I'd say just leave Chicago as champ. Hell yeah. Burn the building to the ground. Hell yeah. Let's do this.
I would not be against it.
Place is going to go nuts.
We need another Moose reign.
We do. He's too good.
The scumbag reign.
There comes a point where loyalty deserves to be, you gift someone something that's been loyal to the company and that has worked so hard. And Moose is one of those guys. I'm not saying Josh isn't. I'm not saying Alex Shelley being around, in and out of the company for 20 years isn't. But damn, Moose as a champ is just, it's great. You got a chance. You got a chance to do that again. What the hell? Why not, man?
It feels like, because that's Moose. That's what Moose did very successfully last time. So you would think he ain't gonna just be like, "I'll challenge you at the big pay-per-view." He's gonna come in after someone had a match and try to. He's a scumbag. He likes scumbags. So he's got to try to get the advantage. So we'll see. Maybe not Bound for Glory, but there's Hard to Kill coming up. There's plenty of opportunities to do it. So,
and he's got somebody doing his bidding now too.
Yeah, he's got a buddy.
He does.
Very professional partner.
Yeah.
But we got one more backstage segment until the main event, J-Bone. Steve Macklin with his previous tag partner before that injury, Bully Ray.
His buddy.
Bully.
His buddy, Bully.
And he wants him to help take out the war machine. And
like, I got this
Bully.
problem.
Yeah. But Bully says, "Hey, I've known the guy forever. And I'll talk to him." And then Macklin says, "Bully's gone soft." He says, "You're soft, man."
SWAFT. So no, that's not how it is. Wait, SAW. I don't know. It's been a while. Sorry. But yeah, it's Bully's. Bully's like, yeah, I know him. It's like, Steve's like, yeah, and I need you to take care of business. Bully's like, no, I'll talk with him. And
There you go.
Steve's like, excuse me? You're gonna what?
Talk?
Oh, you're gonna play some tiddlywinks with him too? What's going on here? Bust out the Barbies. Let's play house. And talk. Yeah, Macklin's not having this.
No. But now we're at the main event, J-Bone. The Knockouts World Champion, Trinity, against Gisele Shaw of the Shawtourage.
The Shawtourage is in effect here, Bill. Let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Jay Vidal is not doing any favors here. Number one, though, I gotta say, I absolutely love this match. It's fun watching. Win or lose, it's fun watching Gisele Shaw in the ring. She is someone who has absolutely grown as an individual, as a wrestler, on the mic, just overall, altogether in this company. And I'm really, it took a while. I'm like, I don't know, it's because I've seen her in other shows and she did great. But then what she was doing, in Impact, there was a little start and a little stop, a little start and stop. And now, she's just been on a roll. Whether it's a tag match, whatever, going after the title, this match with Trinity, she's killing it.
No doubt. She, pretty much, always has been good, but kind of since the Multiverse 2, where she did those crazy spots, she's been kind of on a tear since then. So good work from Gisele, and obviously Trinity doing great as champ right now. Good match. Trinity solidifying her run still here, but the major news is what happens after the match, J-Bone.
Right. Yeah, and we touched on it, but we'll it's worth mentioning again, of course. Trinity's getting beat down for her troubles at the end of the match after this win. And here we go. We get some hardcore country coming down to the ring. And yes, play it, Bill.
Yeah, right now Bison's like, where play the song?
Hardcore country.
Solo. Yeah, she comes down to the ring, Mickey James, guns a-blazing, helping her friend Trinity. And she's all pumped up. She got to help her friend, and she's still riding a high from the previous weeks, celebrating 1,000 episodes. There, see, I got it right that time.
Yeah.
You can teach the Bone Man new tricks. And so it just in a very lovingly respectful kind of way lets Trinity know that she wants a title shot. As a friend, she makes that real clear that she's doing this as a friend. I don't know, Bill. Okay, now don't get me wrong. Do I want to see this match? Hell yeah, I do. Because apparently this match never even got to see the light of day or happen, period, in the WWE. So do I want to see this match? Yes, absolutely. Do I trust Mickie James that she's just doing this as a friend and asking as a friend for a title shot? No. No, I do not.
Ooh.
No.
So you haven't gone soft.
No. I think there's a bigger picture to this. Now, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and if there's someone else, creeping out of the corners that's going to come after Trinity, in the long run after this, oh, that's fine. But I feel like I don't know. There's something something ain't right about that promo with Mickie James. I mean, part of me hopes I'm wrong, but I could see it as this.
The Iceman's putting ideas in your head.
Yeah. Well, that was before I even heard the Iceman promo. I went back after I saw this episode of Impact Wrestling and saw the Iceman intel, and I was like, ooh. So now that I heard that news, or possibility of news, more like from from Iceman, he's trying to break it down too. Yeah, and we're all going to be trying to break it down.
Break it down. I like that.
What do you think, Bill? Do you think it came across as sincere, or do you think there's something underlying here with Mickie James towards Trinity?
I can't question Mickie James, J-Bone. It's Mickie James.
Okay.
A legend. I trust Mickie James. No shenanigans.
So you're telling me that the shenanigans that her husband pulled against the world champ wouldn't rub off.
Different. You can't put them. You can't put them as the same. They're different people.
Well, they're different people, but look at how much Eddie has eventually influenced
Ride or die. Ride
yeah.
or die, Jay.
Yeah.
Mickie might not be riding or dying with Nick. She's like, Nick, you do your thing. I'll be over here. You do that.
Okay. Anonymous says Sue Young is going to hunt Trinity from the undead realm. Boy,
it is.
Man.
Since she's not here, Alicia's not here. Spooky season right around the corner.
It is.
That would feel right for Sue Young.
Sure would.
Mother return.
I think I said that every pay-per-view special monthly.
Well, we were saying about Tasha and Mickie for a while. Eventually, you get it right.
Yeah.
You could be one of the best dirt sheet guys if you do that every week.
Oh yeah, if you just
every week until it happens.
Yeah. Eventually, I stopped saying that about Sue Young because I was like, man, the time's right. It's got to happen. It's just it feels right. This is a show. It's happened, and then it didn't happen. So finally, I was like, all right, Jay, let's pump the brakes on that.
Pump the brakes, J-Bone.
If it happens,
J-Bone, you don't got to pump the brakes. You don't got to pump the brakes on the road to Bound for Glory because we're here, J-Bone. That was the end. That was the main event.
It is.
Close the door on this episode.
That is it. Fini. Fun episode. We're getting some really good stuff built up here. We're just a little over 3 weeks away.
Oh, Bound for Glory will be here.
It's hard to believe. It feels like we just left Chicago from the last date. not that long
Yeah.
ago.
Now,
And now we're going back in a few weeks.
I guess I'll be having some Culvers again.
Oh, that really now is it the warm eats from the grill, or was it all the free stuff we got afterwards that made you a fan?
That was pretty nice. Although it's up to me. It was overall good. Overall nice experience. We'll be there. I'm sure we'll be at Tony's Diner. We'll have some deep dish pizza. So as we get closer, we'll let all the peeps know in the TNI fam when we're doing stuff for everyone.
I've been talking to Eddie here and there. Eddie's very excited. Eddie's so excited because I told him kind of what we do is usually like day one before Bound for Glory. We're gonna do the pizza. Day two is usually kind of up in the air, you know. So, but then definitely Justin says Culver's for sure. Okay, well, we could do that. That's fine.
That could be during the day. And then for after show, you always got the Tony's.
Tony's is great after this show. That's really we hit that place a few times this last time. That was great.
So lots of good things on the horizon.
Hey, we might even hit a Mexican place post show. You never know.
You never know.
My chips are still out there somewhere.
Maybe you'll find them
down some alley.
Always a good place to look for chips.
Yeah. Like the trail of the chips and, Chi-Town. So, yeah. Anything else, Bill?
No. Good first start in Memphis. We'll see a hunka burning Impact next week.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
Just because I am rusty, but I haven't completely forgotten where we came from and who got us here. I want to thank Manscaped, of course. Make sure that you go in the description, check that out. Go to the website. The link is there. Get your 20% off and free shipping. Use code TNI at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. So see, I had to give Kyle a week off.
Give him a break.
Give him a little break, and just
because you like scumbags.
I do. I love it. I just talked to him. He's doing great. He's doing some scumbag things. He's doing really good. Proud of him.
There you go.
He's working hard. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you for joining us. It's tremendous. It feels great to be back. If you guys missed it, the live reaction is also up. Of course, I didn't promote it. Nobody knew I was going to be back, but sure enough, there it is. You want to hear me just talking all sorts of stuff during the show.
Is it off the rails, J-Bone?
It is a little off the the first like 10 minutes is a little off the rails. Just being back. It's
all right.
It's great to be back. So, but on your way out, you know what to do, folks. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why, Bill? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. We're out of here. Alicia, hopefully she'll be back next week feeling good, and we'll see you later on the road to Bound for Glory. We'll see you.